Hello, I'm Paul Jess, Executive Director of the Florida Justice Association. Today, January 24th, marks the end of the second week of the 2020 legislative session. Lawmakers returned to the Capitol after the long Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend and found a week filled with activity. Fortunately, we had many members of the FJA Minority Caucus and the Central Florida Trial Lawyers Association in Tallahassee to help us lobby. First, some good news. Senator Tom Lee's good bill to have Florida join the 48 other states that require drivers to carry responsibility-based bodily injury liability insurance has started its journey in the Florida Senate. The Senate Infrastructure and Security Committee on Wednesday gave its approval to Senator Lee's proposal, Senate Bill 378. That bill and its House companion, House Bill 771 by Representative Aaron Grahl, are virtually identical. We are strongly supporting this legislation and will be attempting to prevent any bad faith amendments that might be filed against the bills. The bill goes next to the Senate Banking and Insurance Committee. In more good news, the Senate Judiciary Committee this week considered Senator Flores' bill reforming sovereign immunity, Senate Bill 1302. This bill would benefit injured people seeking justice from state and local governmental entities. As amended in the committee, the bill would set the waiver of sovereign immunity at $500,000 with an annual cost of living adjustment. Cities and counties expressed concern that boosting the current waiver from $300,000 to the $500,000 proposed in the bill would fiscally burden taxpayers. Notwithstanding that criticism from local governments, the bill passed the committee easily. Its next committee is Community Affairs, which is chaired by the bill sponsor, Senator Flores. But as usual, there is bad news too. The insurance companies are on the offensive. A bad bill by Senator Jeff Brandes, Senate Bill 914, is a direct attack on consumers' attorney's fees under Section 627.428. The bill would prohibit consideration of a contingency as a factor under lodestar analysis. It also completely eliminates multipliers in property insurance cases. If this bill becomes law, it will lead to property insurance companies more easily denying legitimate claims. Fortunately, the bill was amended in the committee to delete the lodestar change and to only discourage judges from awarding multipliers. On another front, in an assault on local government's access to courts, the House Judiciary Committee on Wednesday took up a proposed committee bill that would limit contingency fees local governments could contract with outside counsel. The bill is in response to the many suits that local governments have filed against the opioid manufacturers. FJA President Leslie Kroger and Morgan & Morgan lawyer James Young gave compelling testimony. The bill passed the committee, but only on a 9-8 vote with bipartisan opposition. Next week will also be hectic. On Tuesday, a pair of bad bills will be heard in different committees. Senate Bill 924 regarding insurance company bad faith will be heard in the Senate Banking and Insurance Committee. This bill would require an insurance policyholder to prove that the insurance company had acted in reckless disregard of the policyholder's rights. Then, in the Senate Judiciary Committee, Senate Bill 1668, this year's Senate version of LIMP, or Limitations in Medical Payments, will be heard. That bill would have the effect of limiting a victim's recovery of past and future medical expenses to Medicaid, Medicare, or health insurance rates in most cases. We are working closely with the bill sponsor to try to amend this bill. Also on Tuesday, an important property insurance reform bill, Senate Bill 1492, backed by Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Petronas, will be heard. This good bill contains consumer protection provisions. We are very grateful to FJA's Property Insurance Section Chair, Amy Boggs, for her incredible work and testimony on behalf of the FJA and all Florida homeowners. Many thanks to the members who took the time to travel up to Tallahassee and help us lobby the lawmakers. In addition to those already mentioned, thank you to FJA Treasurer Tiffany Faddis, FJA past presidents Jimmy Gustafson and Dale Swope, also to Sylvia Brent, Hubert Brown, Patrick Kanan, Kevin Cannon, Richard Chait, Jim Ferraro, Jeff Gaddy, John Gilbert, Jim Gordon, Jamie Holland, Jeremiah Jaspin, Nick Johnson, Cam Kennedy, Allison McMillan, Bob Melton, Chip Merlin, Sid Roman, and Ben Whitman. If you can find the time, please come to Tallahassee for a few days and join us at the Capitol, lobbying for your clients' rights. Finally, thank you for all you do for your clients and for all Floridians. And thank you for being a member of the Florida Justice Association.